Let's talk about the new cards, shall we? Definitely want to talk about this new patch. All right, patch 4.2.0. It's a special one. So, this is, as they are listing out here, the first variety patch of this year. So, because it's a variety patch, they are releasing a bunch of new cards to come along with it. And they are also doing a little bit of balancing. But remember, this is not a balance patch that is coming in. I don't know how long. When is the balance patch coming next? There was some sort of timeline, I know somewhere. Anyways, yeah, so this is a variety patch, guys. We get a bunch more cards with this, and this is basically meant as a way of like shaking up the meta. So yeah, first new card that we are getting is called Ceaseless Sentry. It is a 2-mana 2/1. It's basically just Avaros and Sentry. You can even see in his art. Look at him. He's just a ghost. He died so much and kept drawing for us that he's just a ghost still watching over. This is what loyalty gets you, goddammit. Now you're just an SI card. Still dying and still drawing you one card. It's pretty cool. It's just an SI card. But yeah, SI just has option to more draw now, which is great for them. Now we have the Generous Gem Crafter. I am so hyped for this card, guys. This is basically meant more as like Kale support. So basically they said, whether she's helping your Kale level up, pushing a bard to critical doot range, or even just letting invoke decks double down on even more future value, she should grant you a smoother experience overall. So basically she's a 3-mana 2/3, and when you play a spell, grant a random ally in hand +1/+1. I think this is really cool. This is going to go great with like gem type package. I immediately think that this would go... yeah, it goes well with Kale. I don't really think about playing this with Bard, I'm not gonna lie. But, like, I would think that with Zoe, this would be fantastic. Now we're getting into some fucking meaty-ass cards. Blocking Badger Bear. It's a 3-mana 4/4 that can block units with Elusive. Damn! You already know this is going in my Kale Quinn fucking Elite deck. You play Battlesmith on turn 2. You play Blocking Badger Bear on turn 3. It turns into a 5/5. And then you play the Allegiance dude. And you always hit Allegiance because we're good players. And it becomes a 6/6. It becomes a 6/6. This is nutty. If there's a card that might get nerfed, I could see this. I could see them toning down a unit point on this. This is like a lot. My God. I want to see that art for Blocking Badger Bear because it looks really cute. Look at it. He's so cute. It's a cute little badger bear. I just want to pet it on the head. I mean, it looks really cute. Anyways, Banana Blaster. Nanners. I love that they're calling it Nanners. Nanners is standard Bandle strategies. They're basically putting us a little bit more reach in Bandle. Deals damage. You can put it like this is like Bard decks. Bard decks basically have more interaction now. This is such a Bard card because when you put chimes on this boy, it will deal damage equal to the unit's power. So if it gets 1 chime, now it will deal 3 damage to a unit. So that's already pretty good value because you had a 4-mana 3/3, deal 3 to a unit. So with 1 chime, this is great. Even as a I'm trying to think, even as a 4-mana 2/2, 4 mana, deal 2 to a unit, and it's just the 2/2 body, still feels pretty dang good. I think Banana Blaster will see play. I don't see it as like, I don't, like the power level isn't like over spiking for me like Badger Bear is in my eyes, but I think Banana Blaster is like pretty solid card and we'll see it being run around some places. It's not like Gems Crafter is just like a little bit too memey for me. But not for me, but it's like a little bit too memey to like see more competitive play IMO. But yeah, Banana Blaster I think we'll see play. Hey, anybody need some potassium? Nanners just moments before the incident. All right, now I get Priestess of the Desert Light. Streamer loves their champions, and the Priestess is no exception. Although you face a large deck, winning cost per devotion, payoff of a free Rolling Soul might just be worth it. Anyways, Priestess is a 6-mana 4/4. She round start deals 4 to herself and then draws a champion. Or if your deck started with 6 different champions, summon it instead. She's joining the priestesses. Oh, I'm so proud of her. Holy shit, she's fucking beautiful, first of all. Like, look at this fucking art. It's gorgeous. Like, holy shit, that's beautiful fucking art. My god. Anyways, she deals 4 to herself. We have to remember, if we buffed this unit, potentially, like gave it a permanent buff, then it could still stay alive. Remember, right? If you give buffs to this unit and this unit stays alive for 2 turns, it'll keep drawing you champions. But you have to play like, then you'd have to probably do like Shurima Tarragon, basically, right? Which is what I immediately think of. I think of ways to make Priestess more than a 4/4 so that she can just keep drawing you champions. There's a deck building idea there somewhere. That is very interesting. But yes. Okay, so we're done talking about Priestess now. I have to say, Priestess is probably one of my favorite, I think it's like my favorite new art out of all of the new cards that we've gotten here. I think the art for Priestess is just beautiful as hell. Anyways. Now we go into Formula. I think Formula is right there up with Badger Bear in terms of really strong. Formula is a 6 mana, draw 2, refill your spell mana. That's just like, damn, that's a good card. Like, that's a good card. That's a really good card. This is going to be really fucking great in Lux Jace. I already think that Lux Jace is pretty dang good in the meta, and I think Formula pushes it over. So I think if you want to cash in on your Lux Jace stonks, you should do so tomorrow, because I think Lux Jace is going to be really, really strong. But yeah, people will also run Formula in other kinds of decks as well. This is just a good fucking PNZ card. PNZ getting good cards? Is anyone surprised? The best part is we can finally never run Forge of Tomorrow. I always hated playing Forge of Tomorrow, I'm not gonna lie. That's so fucking funny. Because Forge of Tomorrow is so awkward, because it always contested on your turn 3 play where you wanted to play your 6 mana cards. Anyways, yeah. Anyways, we've got Winter's Touch now. 4 mana, burst speed, get an empty mana gem. It is ramp. And basically, so the one thing they talk about here is that ramp, when you draw your ramp cards later in the game, it feels really bad. So now when you are at 10 mana, it costs 1 and it's just fucking cycle in the deck. That's ridiculous! Winter's Touch. Strange runes pulse from the facets of the gem in your hand. With an eerie flash of their light rises off the surface, curling up your arm in a chilling whirl. Rather than freezing, its chill is invigorating as the cold itself imbues you with its essence. Very cool. I like the flavor here a lot. Very, very nice. The biggest thing with this is you can now play a unit on turn 2. The pull thing with like the 5 mana ramp cards like Catalyst and then the Enlightened Unit Summon card and all them, they're all 5 mana. You have to pass on turn 1 and turn 2, so that on turn 3 you could play your 5 mana spell and then have 1 extra mana going into the next turn after you've ramped, right? But with this now, you can play Avaros and Sentry or Ceaseless Sentry, either one, take your pick, on turn 2, and then you can just play Winter's Touch on turn 4. And that is crazy. That makes a lot of difference. You can also Vile Feast too, yeah. This is gonna be 100%, this is like you always run this in your ramp deck. Now we got the Skulking String Puller. The spider, don't let arachnophobia keep you from trying her out in any number of noxious go-wide strategies. The ability to share her own buffs, throwing a few buffs her way can let you wrap up the game in no time. This is a 6 mana card. 3/6. Attack, you grow other allies, attacking allies' power to mine this round. I saw a lot of people talking about how Skulking String Puller would be kind of neat in Hallowed, which will be cool. That being said, I do think that this card isn't strong. It gets stopped by a lot of things. But it's cute! Look, I'm not one for spiders, but that is actually kind of a cute spider. It's very fluffy looking. It's weird. It's the most huggable spider I've ever seen in my life. I don't know, I think it is kind of cute. It's cute in like a creepy way, you know? But this is like that, yeah, that's just like the most cuddly spider I've ever seen. So I stand, even though I'm not a spider person. I think it's kind of cute. Okay, the more I'm looking at it, the more I'm getting creeped out, but we're gonna leave it that it's cute. That's it. Serene Sky Singer. This is like Majin's fucking patch right here, I gotta say. It's a 7 mana, 3/6 lifesteal, and when I'm summoned, it reduces the cost of spells in your deck by half. Rounded up. The solid lifesteal body buys you enough time to take advantage of the huge massive magical discounts that you have been gifted. Serene Sky Singer is really fun. It'll be really fun deck building. And yeah, I noticed because this is rounded up, I think that if you play multiple Serene Sky Spinners, like basically you can't make anything cost 0, I'm pretty sure. Because let's say, for example, you've got a Mystic Shot in your deck. You play a Serene Sky Singer once, it reduces the cost of the Mystic Shot down to 1. But then if you play it again and the Mystic Shot is at 1 mana, it would make things go down. It would go down to 0.5, which should, because that's half of 1, and then it should round back up to 1. Anyways, let's move on to the last new card. There's been a lot of new freaking cards. It's very cool. We've got Mischievous Mirai. 5 mana, 3/4. When you play a spell, you summon a powder keg. That's so fucking cool. This is some undying keg support if I've ever seen some. This makes me want to build a powder keg deck. You bet your ass I'm gonna play this for sure. Dave Bo with the saucy ass list out here. And Dave Bo was the one who popularized this list, if I recall correctly. It's also got really cute art. BB is a little unhinged, sure, but that's what we love about her. That's cute. Riven she got an adjustment. This is a bit of a buff. It's not too crazy though. Basically, she will level up if you've created the Blade of the Exile. She doesn't need to see it in your hand anymore, so you can play it out before you draw her or anything like that. So there's that. But this doesn't really change a ton of stuff. Anyways, Steam! It's fucking Steam, guys! Okay, listen. If you're new to stream, or if you've been around for a while, you'll know that we have been a Steam stan since day one. And now Steam is getting the motherfucking buff that he deserves. Our boy deserves this. So I wanna... Anyways, Steam goes from 6 cost to 4 cost. He's a 4-costed 3/3 scout. That's great. He's a scout unit, first of all. And so now he still summons a husk, but when you summon a 1-cost ally, whether that husks are 1 cost, remember, or any 1-cost ally, you grant, by the way, not give, you grant the strongest enemy vulnerable. That's so fucking good. I'm gonna play Steam. Fuck yeah, I'm gonna play Steam. You think I'm not gonna be playing Steam? Of course I'm gonna be playing Steam. This is grant vulnerable? Yeah, this is crazy. I'm so excited for this card, guys. I fucking love Steam. Granted, Steam now is contesting with Evelyn on turn 4, but I don't think that's a huge deal. I think you can also just straight up play Steam in other decks. You can so 100% play this in cards in decks that are not just Evelyn decks. Which makes me really fucking excited. We stand the boy! Look at him! Oh god, he's so hot. Okay, anyways, we're moving on to Domination now. Domination is a 3 mana 2/1 who's going into a 3 mana 2/2. And there's no text because they're basically, I guess it's kind of like this. To give like some more support to Evelyn. He's so what? Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. This is pretty big, I have to say. Definitely, I already see Domination play quite a bit. Not quite a bit, but like more than you would expect. And at a 2/1, this card is going to be strong. That's it. No text here is hilarious though. It's just, that's it. That's the change, guys. Like... I'm gonna hate Domination meta. Domination can be pretty annoying to deal with. Even as a 2/1, I find her annoying to deal with, so we'll see. Alright, Bandle Painter now, guys. Bandle Painter has failed to make a real impression, so we're trying to modernize the card so it'll pop more and have a real renaissance By becoming a multi-region card itself, we hope it can be a neo-classic that isn't totally broken. Oh, this is such a cute like, this is the real winner right here. This dev description is the best. Like, this probably took them a while to fucking write up. It's like, modernize the card so it'll pop more. A real renaissance. Neo-classic. Broken. God. Guys, this is 2 sentences. They fit in four references in these 2 sentences. God, it's impressive. Like, that's the crazy thing is, like, this tells you how bad the original card was. Even with all the buffs this card is getting, I still don't know what we can run this in. Yeah, sure, it's better now, though. No, I think the real winner is the dev description here. This needs to be framed and put on somebody's wall, like, my god. Anyways, Mistfall. It seems like this landmark has been missed by most players. I fucking love whoever's writing these descriptions. We're narrowing its effects to make sure it doesn't fall through the cracks again. So 3 mana. It used to be first time an unequipped ally is equipped. So this would be every time you equip somebody, it refills 1 spell mana and grants them +1. Now it is each round, first time it's equipped, refill 2 spell mana. At 2 mana, I think, okay, I'm trying to think of this card. If Mistfall was 2 mana, I think it would be good. At 3 mana, I just think Mistfall is like, it's just that. Why would you play this? But at 3 mana, I really don't want to play this, guys. Yeah, no, we're gonna move on. Wraith of Echo, 6 cost to 5 cost. Rumor has it that in the Legends of Runeterra office, if you make a loud noise when you're alone in the office, the noise, I don't know why I'm reading it like this, the noise just reverberates? How do you spell reverberates? What the fuck? They spelled, what the heck is reverberates? What the fuck is reverberates, guys? Am I missing something? Reverberates. No, it says to be reverberate. Should I tweet it? Sure, even cars. The noise just reverberates. Is that too mean to say? I think it's obviously a joke, right? Is it supposed to be a pun? Imagine how stupid I'd look if it was a pun. This form is rare enough that it's considered a misspelling. I'm really overthinking this. We can't tweet it, chat. Abort? I think we can't tweet this. It's technically a word, right? Abort mission, right? Alright, let's abort the mission really quickly. I don't think that this is like an ally that died. This is gonna make some really funny like content decks, but still not a good card. But it'll be funny. I saw you could do it like minion potentially. Curves into Viego. For each ally that dies. Ooh, that's a solid point. You can play this in a Viego deck. Oh my god, I want to play a Viego deck so badly right now. I am playing this in a fucking Viego deck. Holy shit. Yeah. Let's play this with the goddamn mists, guys. I guarantee you it's 100% bait. Oh, it's too late. It's too late. Vaults of Helia goes from 5 cost to 4 cost. At its current cost, vaults currently aren't opening until the game already is out of hand. Lowering the mana cost should help you get you crave deck digging faster. Vaults of Helia is a really cool deck, guys. It's just like, it just never took off. I'm glad to see it's getting buffed, but I don't think it makes a difference. The card's just too memey. I'd love to play a Vaults of Helia deck again, though. Let's get into the nerfs. See, this is like one of the most talked about parts. Reveler's Feast goes from burst to focus. This feels like it just should have been focus speed, in my opinion. I remember when I saw this card for the first time, I was like, this being burst speed does not make any sense. This going to focus speed just feels like it's how it always should have been. Okay, this is the big one, guys. Fucking rest in peace, Atrocity. This shit's slow speed now. You are killing an ally to deal damage equal to its power to anything. It's slow speed. So a lot of people were comparing this to So Dragon's Rage is also a 7-mana slow speed spell card. An ally kicks, and this is basically an ally striking an enemy into the Nexus and striking, it's striking the enemy then the Nexus with its power. Like, Dragon's Rage is just, like, unironically better than Atrocity now, which is hilarious, because no one plays Dragon's Rage. I don't know. I mean, they originally nerfed Atrocity to 7 mana because they didn't want you to be able to play 2 Atrocities at the same time, which is what used to happen. Because at 7, it's 14 total mana to play both, and we can only go up to 13. So I think Atrocity could technically go down to 6 mana now. At a 7 mana slow, this card is just completely dead. The funniest thing to me is that there are so many instances of Atrocity being strong, and it's getting nerfed because of fucking Tristana. That cracks me up so much. It's like, Keck by Atrocity, and what's the reason? Nope, it wasn't because of anything else. It was because of fucking Tristana. Eat that. I will say, though, that I know a lot of people are upset about the Atrocity change. I'm a bit upset about it, too, because I did like Atrocity. But they do even say right here, Atrocity has ended many a game since the birth of lore. It's also consistently limited how large we can make a threat before it becomes a near instant win. I think that Atrocity has kind of very much so limited the design space of which they can do things, the lore team, I mean. And so I think by kind of like gutting Atrocity a bit, it gives them more options to release other kinds of cards without having to worry about this Atrocity being like insta-broken, right? I also think that I saw there was some chatter about this beforehand in other streams, but there is the speculation that Atrocity was changed because of future champions we're getting as well, and so that they know something we don't, and it wasn't just nerfed for Tristana's sins. But yeah, I do think it's slow speed now. This card is gutted. I think this can be 6 mana. I never thought I would say that. Atrocity can be 6 mana again, and just slow speed. Poro King, Monka. Yeah, Poro King is gonna fucking heal you up. Wandering Shepherd is a 2/2 to a 2/1. This makes a lot of sense to me. I think Wandering Shepherd is like such a fucking strong card. The fact that you can pick another ally to improvise on. Partner with elusive threats. Yes, true. Yeah, it's a 2/2 now. 2/1 now. Good. Alright, then goes from a 5/6 to a 5/5. The boy is no longer as chonky as he once was. That is a bit upsetting, but it's okay. Ravun was already really strong, and I can live with that. So yeah. That's it, guys. That's the patch. Holy shit, I've been talking about the patch for a long-ass time. I didn't even know I could talk about the patch this long. Also, Pog, Nami, and Thrash are coming to Path of Champions. I fucking love Nami, and I like playing Path of Champions. I'm excited. Designer note, they did something, and then say editor's note, Ruben, don't steal my job, notes are my thing. That's so funny, I love this. Bug fixes? What am I missing from bug fixes here? I'm not gonna read all of these. Senna will now properly accelerate cast again in Soulcleave. Cool. It's Senna, so we can make a Senna, Soulcleave, Castigate, Atrocity deck, guys. We'll accelerate all the slow speed spells, it'll be fantastic.